Jason and JV.
Here we go again.
And we are at Pemberton House. It's also known as
Bolton Mansion.
Bolton Mansion. Bum, bum, bum.
We seem to have the best luck with finding places to investigate that have this real unique connection to American history.
Well, I mean, this thing long before America was America.
That's right. And the original owner of this property came over with William Penn from England, which is pretty cool. A couple generations later, the owner of this property was acquaintances and friends with Benjamin Franklin, and actually took Benjamin Franklin's place as president of the Abolitionist Society of Philadelphia after Ben Franklin died.
Because Quakers, the belief of Quakers, of course, were, one of the things was that nobody should ever have enslaved individuals.
That's right.
Well, no, bottom line, nobody should ever have enslaved individuals. But yeah, that was a
right. But at the time, that
belief.
At the time, that was a novel idea.
Yeah.
I mean, there were very few people that thought that way, and the Quakers were one of the groups that did.
All right.
We ready?
Yeah, we are ready. Here we go. We have this property all to ourselves. We had Kalani with us last night. Now this place was, the original part of this place was built in 1670s, right?
Yeah, the end of the 17th century, which is just it's so amazing to think about. Europe, they're used to dates like that. In the United States, there aren't many places that are that old.
In the United States, the place is like 50, 60 years old. They tear it down.
Yeah, that's right.
Dave from Fairless Hills Paranormal invited us in to check this place out. They've been investigating it for a while and have had some great activity. And there's some weird reports of full body apparitions, shadow type entities, voices. Just like a week and a half ago, an 8-year-old girl saw a man standing in a doorway, and that man disappeared, and that girl knew nothing about paranormal claims in here.
The girl came up to me later to tell me that she saw a figure in a doorway. So I wanted her to tell me where exactly. Turned out to be the bake oven doorway. We do have a spirit in there that never comes out of that doorway, but is either seen in the doorway or seen in the back corner of the bake oven. And I never said anything to her about it because, like I said, I didn't want to scare any of the smaller kids because it's from stroller all the way up to adult.
Oh, this goes on and on. Every time I open up something like this, I'm expecting somebody to jump out on the other side. All right, so this area is where I saw something blocking out the light last night. And it looked almost as if someone was walking down the stairs. And then Kalani saw what appeared to be a foot step out from this room here, which used to be the dining room. See the light on the floor?
Yep.
Something just blocked that out as if something was walking by.
I just saw it. I just saw it from the left side. I just saw a foot come out and block just a hair of the light, and then it went back in.
If there's anybody here, my name's Jason, and this is my friend Jimmy. Jimmy's from New York. I'm from originally New York. I live in Rhode Island. We'd really like to talk with somebody who knows some of the history here. Is there anyone from the Pemberton family? Mary Smith Pemberton Morris. There are claims that a husband and wife who were Quakers, he went away to fight in the war, came back and was shunned by the other Quakers, that him and his wife unalived themselves up in the attic. But there's no evidence really that we can find that supports that.
Yeah, one of the things I found out about that today was that one of the things that does substantiate that claim is there was a college professor, and this is documented. There was a college professor that brought a group of his students here because he wanted to study how they would react in a quote unquote haunted house. And this was back before the house was owned by the Friends of Society that's now maintaining it. And he brought the students in here and they got a picture on the stairway of a man in a military uniform and a woman in a white dress. And they speculate that that was the couple that may have unalived themselves in the house.
But he brought them here to view them, to see how they would react in the so-called haunted, house. They weren't here for the ghost. They wanted. He had taken a picture of the stairwell, and the picture of the stairwell that I haven't been able to find this picture. And I actually tried to research the professor, and I think he has passed away. It was a picture of a man and a woman standing on the steps. You could clearly see the yellow line down the leg, so it would be like a soldier and a woman in a white dress. And although the story changes from time to time on where it actually happened, we were told that 2 suicides did happen here. One for a soldier who he left to go fight in the Civil War. And of course, being Quakers, they didn't believe in that he was shunned, and that he hung himself because of that. And then she was in love with him and she hung herself because of that in the stairs.
But where did any evidence ever come up of people doing that?
There is no recorded evidence. There's no newspaper articles that this group has found. Again, the only thing is this anecdotal evidence and this picture that would support something like that. The picture itself could possibly lend credence to the story, but there's no news reports or anything that they've been able to find.
But do we know where that story came from, though?
Which one?
The story that they did that to them?
Yeah, it's just a story that's been passed down through the generations.
Okay. All right, so we're not validating that. We're not saying that's what happened, but it's just what we've been told as a possibility.
Is there anybody here from the Morris family? Mr. Morris, you married a Pemberton and ultimately became the owner of this property.
Was it?
That was like creaking.
It's like a snap. Like a...
Is that you, Mr. Morris?
We thought last night we heard somebody keep on trying to... Oh,
Again?
it just happened again.
Yep.
We thought last night we heard somebody trying to open a door. That's not the sound.
There's some more. Wait, it sounds like walking up there.
Nope. But that's the second time I heard what sounded like a voice.
From the upstairs?
I don't know where it's coming.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Hello?
So one of the claims that has existed for a long time throughout the community, actually, is that in this window they've seen a little girl, the spirit of a little girl.
Looking out?
Looking out. People in the community have seen this. And when the Friends of Bolton Mansion took over management of the property, a lot of those community members came forward and said that over the years they've seen a little girl appearing in this window.
People would tell me during some of the tours that I was doing that they would actually see a girl looking out the window. Some of the people that are the older people that have lived in the neighborhood just walking past. So they tell me that they see a girl looking out the window. We worked on trying to get a name. Psychic mediums, help with psychic mediums, going in there to see what they got as far as names, and we came up with Mary. And she just seems like to be the one that shows herself, even if it's during the day or large groups are in here. That's most of the sightings that I get from people telling me that they saw some shadow figure that was smaller, and we just make the assumption it's the girl.
They think her name is Mary.
Sounds like a song. I think her name is Mary.
She shouldn't be too scary.
She might be Harry.
Then you can call her Larry.
She has a sister named Terry.
They came over on the ferry.
With Terry. Brother named Jerry.
They're all allergic to dairy. Mary, are you here? We're told this is your favorite window to look out. It's a big window. You can see a lot of the land. We're up on a little bit of a hill. Can you come out and play with us?
A whole lot of sirens tonight.
Yeah. Dave thinks he may have caught a picture of you. We'd like to have one too. Mary? Don't be shy.
What is that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. What is that?
Was it a voice or was it like a floor creak?
It was either a voice or a pigeon.
Oh. They have a lot of work to do in here, huh?
Yeah, they do. Look at that thing, though. That's so wild. All the craftsmanship that went into these old homes. I guess they had a lot of time on their hands. All right, I heard that sound again. I'm going to assume it's a pigeon.
So this is where, in this doorway, is where they think they caught the thermal image of Mary peeking in.
Really?
Yeah. From left, she's leaning out over here, peeking in. They had a thermal set up right here looking out.
And how'd they get the name Mary?
Psychic.
Oh,
Medium. Came up with the name. Mary, you up here on this floor? Is this where you like to play?
Would anybody like to talk with us? My name's Jason. This is my friend Jim. We'd really like to know some of the history, some of the things you remember about this house. Good times, bad times. Any, like floor creaking like somebody's walking?
Out in the hall.
Yeah. Is there anybody from the Pemberton or Morris family that's here?
If you're coming closer, we don't mind. Keep coming.
We were here last night, and we kept hearing you try to open a door. We also heard what we thought was you talking. Is there anything that you can tell us that you want us to tell someone?
Abigail? Is there someone here named Abigail? That was the name that Savannah came up with last night.
That's right.
I'm going to come in there with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the audio.
Abigail?
Abigail.
The name Abigail also comes in for a lot of people that use like for EMFs and different things, different equipment. Abigail has come up. Abigail actually is in the family line. It's somebody that lived here, wife of one of the people that lived here.
There's just something creepy about that name in the first place.
It just is a creepy name.
James, are you here? Are you okay that we're here? Would you be willing to talk with us? We think we hear you coming. We'd like to talk with you. We'd like to hear your story.
What? That was a voice. That was a voice.
Well, that. We'd like to hear your story.
What? That was a voice.
We'd like to hear your story.
What? That was a voice. Okay.
If that was you, we'd love to hear you talk a little more. We just heard you say something. Can you say that again? Or tell us what you meant? That sound male or female to you?
Sounded male to me. or maybe even childlike, like adolescent male.
If I stand over here, would you be willing to say it again? We heard you say something just a minute ago. Can you repeat that? Can you talk again? Jim,
I heard it. Is it out there or is it back in this?
that was 100% out here. The first time it sounded like it came from in there. Can you talk again? Jim,
I heard it.
can you talk again? Jim,
I heard it.
it sounded like it just said the same thing.
It's almost like it said mommy.
Are you looking for your mommy? Are you looking for someone? You know what? It sounded more like it said. It sounded more like it said, like, follow me.
Okay. I could see that.
You're gonna keep recording, right? I wanna stop this, see if
Okay.
I caught it for a minute. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep recording because I'm trying to do this, but I don't want to miss anything here.
What the hell? What the hell?
All right, every so often there's a dog bark outside, but
Yeah, but that's not what we're hearing though.
no. I just want to know if I can make out what's being said here. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep recording because I'm trying to do this, but I don't want to miss anything here.
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep recording because I'm trying to do this, but I don't want to miss anything here.
What the hell? We're still listening if you're here.
James? We'd like to hear your story.
Oh, did you catch it?
Yeah. It says, I don't know what it said that first time, but I want to hear the second time because
That was you.
it happened so quick.
Yeah.
Hello?
Did you get it?
It's either, it's not me.
100% I heard. The first time it sounded like it came from
It sounds like either it's not me, follow me,
it sounded like it just said the same.
Beverly. I don't know. It's something like with E at the end.
Okay. All right.
Are you looking for
It sounds like a kid.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
It sounds like a kid. It really does. like a possible female kid.
Like Mary?
I hate to put a name
I know.
off of what
I guess I'm just referring to the spirit they're calling Mary.
I know, but I feel like if it's not, if it is a child or somebody and they're reaching out and we're calling them a name that's not their accurate name,
Right.
does it upset them, or do they eventually just say, the hell with it? They just keep on calling me this name. I'll just stick with this.
Right.
Whew, little shock there with the voices. All right, so we've caught what sounds like someone saying, "It's not me. Follow me, Beverly," something like that, with the E at the end. If you want us to follow you, can you do something to show us to where? Oh, there's walking. Oh, what was that? I don't know. But it sounded like it came from downstairs, which is where all those voices came from earlier. Do you want us to come down? If you want us to come downstairs, can you do something to let us know? If you want us to come downstairs, can you do something to let us know? Ooh, is that walking?
Sounds like walking.
All right, I'm down here now. Is this the floor you want us on? What is that? Jim, why does it sound like somebody walking?
What?
You just didn't hear that? It sounded like somebody walking again?
Was it in here? I didn't hear
No,
it there.
Honestly, I was coming to shoot in here because it sounded like it was coming from in there. I mean, 100% sounded like somebody walking. Like boot on the floor.
Are you walking toward us? Give you $20, you put the suit of armor on.
Well, it's actually not a suit. It's just tin. I'd need more than 20 for my medical. Yeah. I have to see if I'm up on my tetanus shots. Remember the one I used to have?
Yeah.
Somebody stole it.
Really?
Yeah. They literally slid it out a window.
Oh my God.
It's dedication. You got to give them credit on that.
I guess. Are you here with us? We keep hearing what we think is you talking and walking.
Do you remember that old song, Knight in Rusty Armor?
Knight in rusty armor?
Oh my God, you don't remember the Knight in Rusty Armor song?
I do not, no.
Oh.
I remember Knight in white satin.
No. Yeah. No.
Knights in white satin.
No, hang on.
You're going to get the song?
Yeah, I am.
We're not going to be able to record it, play it because of the copyright.
By Peter and Gordon.
Peter and Gordon? What was it called? Knight in rusty armor?
Yeah.
I know Peter and Gordon.
No, I mean, they were around your time.
Oh my God. Peter Astor? Was it Peter Astor?
I have no idea. I just remember the song my dad
Paul
played.
McCartney used to write songs for him.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let's see here.
Kamala backed Biden on everything.
Oh my God.
I'm so done with these political ads.
I know.
With a rusty blade. Into the moat.
Wow. There are so many reasons I'm impressed by that.
No,
I like that a lot.
my dad used to play it when I was
That's
little.
amazing.
Never, I mean, that, and he played Saturday Morning Confusion.
So what was Saturday Morning Confusion?
Oh my God. Saturday morning confusion.
Listen, I
Saturday morning confusion. If I just get a transfusion, go
I don't
hide
know
in the.
who does that.
I don't know.
Is that the name of the song?
Yeah, Saturday morning confusion.
Listen, I pride myself on my knowledge of pop music, but I don't know these songs you're talking about.
Saturday. I don't know. I have like
Whoa. Is that outside?
that. There was a vibration in here.
I heard two girls
Oh,
talking.
I thought you were talking about that vibration.
No, it was voices.
Nope.
You hear it?
Oh yeah, I just heard that. I thought you were talking about that vibration.
No, it was voices.
Nope.
You hear it?
I thought you were talking about that vibration.
No, it was voices.
Nope.
You hear it?
But that's from in here.
It sounds like it's inside.
It's like reverberating off the walls. That's the thing, man. I mean, you can sit here and if it gets quiet for a few, you can start screwing around, just having fun. And then all of a sudden things, sometimes they'll interject themselves.
Right. Yeah. It's almost because you're relaxed.
Yeah. It's when you're high strung and you're like out searching for them.
Right.
They might be standoffish. They might be hiding.
Right.
But then just start screwing around, have some conversations, laugh a little. Because that's when people usually interject themselves into a conversation or seem to connect.
It's certainly when people are like attracted to those who are laughing and seem to be at ease and relaxed. That'll attract people just like it'll attract spirit. But that was definitely talking.
Oh, that was. It sounded like it was like two females.
Yeah. Maybe we should go down and see.
I'm game. I mean, I can even walk around the house and just check outside, but that it came from in here, but I can check outside.
Okay.
JV and I just wrapped the investigation here at Bolton Mansion. And I got to be honest, last night, the first night we were here, seemed more shadow play, movement. We heard what sounded like somebody walking. Tonight was even more interesting because we heard what sounded like a female child say something twice while we were in the attic. We also heard what sounded like women having a conversation in this house, which was really wild because there's nobody here. I quickly went downstairs. I went outside, looked around to make sure there was no outside contamination feeding in, and there's nobody here. So no matter what, those sounds really sounded like they came from in this property here in Bolton Mansion. We had a lot of evidence to go over the next few days, and it'll be interesting to see what turns up and also see if we're able to figure out what's being said by whatever was trying to talk to us. But this was a great investigation, a place that has so much history from the 1600s, and I look forward to getting back here at some point.